Welcome back to another episode of Bubblin. We're here with the visionary, the artist, photographer, DomDaBap.
Yo, y'all can find me on Instagram and all social medias at DomDaBap.
Right before we just started filming, we were having a conversation about real rap versus pop. And you saying that you think that Drake is hip hop?
I would say Drake is hip hop. To be honest, I feel like pop is hip hop in a sense. Because if you think about it, popular, to me, the most popular genre right now would be hip hop. So like everything is hip hop. The way you dress, your style, your look, everything to me is just hip hop. Like it's a cultural thing. It's just culture. And I feel like everything is in some sort of way is stripped from the culture.
Is that what your culture or what your music style is kind of based on? What you do?
Yeah. So like I wouldn't consider myself a rapper. So that's when I asked you, who was it again? Like what was the backstory about? Like how the conversation started? I forgot.
About if Drake is hip hop or not.
Nah, but what did we say before that? I forgot what was before that. Oh, I think I asked you, because somebody said Drake wasn't.
Yeah, Mos Def said that Drake was Target music.
Target?
Yeah, Drake is like music that you hear in Target while you're shopping. He's like shopping music.
I ain't gonna lie, I need to go to Target. I definitely need to go to Target because if they play Drake, I rock it. No disrespect to Mos Def, but if he's in Target music, then I want to be in Target music too. But nah, me personally, I would say he's hip hop because he's a part of the culture. Like he's a cultural icon. If you take him anywhere around the world, they're gonna know who he is.
Yeah,
anywhere. So like even people that don't even understand the English language, they understand his songs, and he's rapping. Like he's rapping, he's singing. That's why I asked you. Like if he said he wasn't rap, then I can understand it. I mean, to a degree. Like I know it's the allegations about him having ghostwriters and stuff like that. And I guess like some rap purists, they'd be like, oh, like, but to be honest, that's that.
Do you believe in ghostwriters?
I haven't used anybody. All of my stuff has been me. But I'm not gonna knock it. Like if you can make good art, it's all about the art. So like if you can make pure art, then that should be the factor of hip hop.
So would you like let somebody write your shit?
I'm not gonna lie, I thought about it, but I just haven't been in that predicament. Cause it's like when I'm in my process of writing or like that flow, it feels a little bit more authentic when it's me. I'm not saying that I'm not open for somebody to write for me. That would be cool too, but it just hasn't come to fruition at the moment.
I mean, I feel like, there's nothing wrong with like being Target music because at the end of the day, that's where the money is.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't mean to cut you off, but Target music sounds crazy.
We'll just call it shopping music. There's nothing wrong with being shopping music because at the end of the day, like shopping music is, that is music that just makes you want to like pick shit up and just buy it, versus like if you're just listening to, if you're in the thing about Drake is this, right? He is into club music. He is shopping music. He is late night drive home music. He is in the gym music. Like this guy like literally touches every single type of like category there is of just everyday life. So like that's why like I just feel like he's just an artist, like, and that's why he's pop. Like he's this generation's king of pop in a sense. Like I don't really think that he's like hip hop per se, just because we have people like Nas or Jay-Z, or we have like Outcast, and actually not even Outcast because Outcast
it's like Drake.
Yeah, because you got Hey Ya. Hey Ya is one of the biggest like hits, and it's not really. I mean, it is rap,
but that's my whole point.
Not, yeah.
That's my whole point. Like nobody would say Outkast isn't hip hop.
No,
and if you said that, I would look at you kind of weird. Like, okay,
no, because Outkast is dead as hip hop. Is that like they brought the South to, the forefront of what hip hop was in the '90s, early 2000s.
Not to mention, they got some spitters on that side.
Yes.
They have some spitters. Arguably top 5 in rap.
would you consider with the music that you make, like, what would you consider it as far as like, if you could put a word on it other than an R&B or hip hop, like, what would you say?
So a lot of times I'm from New York, so a lot of things is based off of like drill. But so I try to joke on myself. I like to say I make light skin music.
What's
like,
light skin music?
So light skin music is like, let's say,
shout out to all the light skins.
like let's say you in your feelings type flex, because that's the persona they like to put on us. Like we all always in our feelings and stuff like that. So I make in your bag type of music. Like let's say you want the girl, right?
Yeah.
You like the girl. You like her. You feeling her and everything. Like everything will be perfect. And like she might say, "Oh, I wish you treated me different." And in your mind, it's like, I would treat you different if you were different. But I really mess with you. But I'm not gonna make myself go out sad.
What made you want to go that route though?
So like that's the thing. I'm not really going in that like in a sad route, because like most of my beat selections, they might be a little bit more up tempo. So it's not a factor of like me feeling sad or anything. It's just like it is what it is. Like shout out to Kim and Mace. But yeah, it's like I'm contradicting myself in a way, because that's kind of what life is all about. It's like you might want something, but something's blocking you. So you do something else to get what you want. But what you're doing is not really helping you, but sometimes it just might feel good in the moment. For me, the type of music I make, it's like I'm in my bag, but I'm not. I'm in my bag, but I'm in my bag. So like a double entendre. Like I might be feeling sad, but I'm getting money. So am I really sad? Because I'm not gonna lie. One of the best feelings in the world is when that direct deposit hit. So it's like one of those type of things.
Nah, amen to that. But going back to like literally what you just said, like Kendrick literally had that same point coming up. I saw him talk about it in an interview, that he made Good Kid, Mad City for everybody that loved hip hop to see what he was doing, and people saw how nice he was. People saw like, you know, literally the story that he was putting together and where it was coming from. And then he dropped To Pimp a Butterfly for the real fans, and that was like heavy on the jazz inspiration, heavy on like kind of different experimental beats. So shit like that, like a lot of people dropped off when he dropped that. And he said, you know, I wanted everybody to listen. Once everybody listened, then I got the real people that you know, I did actually what I really wanted to do. So yeah, that does make a lot of sense. So you've been making a lot of music for like a good amount of your life, I'm guessing.
For the last I would say like 3-4 years. So like 2020, that's when I put out two of my first singles. Yeah, and then after, I want to say 2021, that's when I started to, you know, like try to pick it up on my own a little bit. And then 2022, I feel like I put out my favorite song. Well, not my favorite song, but a song where I felt like I belong in WID. So I want to say the last going on 4 years, I've been like putting out music and going a little bit stronger and just layering it brick by brick just to get myself as the total package as an artist. So in 2020, that's when I dropped 2 singles. Before, I've dibbled and dabbled in it. When I was in 6th grade, I went to HVA. So if I know where HVA is at, y'all know what's up. But so when I was in 6th grade, they had I don't know why, but for some reason I got in trouble for doing something in class and I got kicked out. Okay. So when I got kicked out of class, I had to go to the dean's office, and the dean, she was actually she was gonna start a group, like a singing group. And then I found out about it. So I was like, I have nothing else to do. I'm in trouble for something. I don't even know what I got in trouble for. So she was just talking to me about it. And then later on, she asked me to try out. I tried out. I made it. And then we got to sing at the Apollo with John Legend. And surprisingly, now that I think about it, I don't know why he was there. He's a phenomenal actor. But Hugh Jackman.
What the? Wolverine?
Yeah, Wolverine.
What the fuck?
So I was like, whoa, like, what? Wolverine was right there.
And he was singing with you guys?
he wasn't singing, but he was on stage. But it just caught me by surprise because it's like, because we didn't get a chance to practice with him. And quite frankly, I didn't know he was going to be there. All I know is they took us on the bus. We went to the Apollo, whatever. Pause, but like, you know, because that's a famous theater. It's like how Michael Jackson was there, and then like pause. I got to like touch the wood part.
Yeah,
like it was
that was crazy.
extra pause.
That was crazy.
But yeah. So like that was an experience. So me doing that, it was like, okay, that was cool. And then as I got older, I kind of lost my voice in a way. So it's like I can't really sing if I can't, whatever. So then I think you asked me who was my favorite rappers. So like one of them is gonna be Shotty. Like that's my dude. I just can't wait for him to drop. But
Shotty?
He's a rapper from Valley. I just can't wait for him to drop. But we waiting on it.
Shout out to Shotty.
Facts. And then yeah, so he was rapping and I was like, that's cool. Like he had a video and I saw it and I was like, this is fire. Like I fake wanna like get back into it again. Even I might have to switch lanes a little bit because I don't have the vocals that I once had, but I still want to do it because it's fun, just like the thrill, like the sport of it, you know. So then, booked a studio session, and then I made a song called "What She Want," and then I sent it to my uncle, whatever, and he was like, "You know, you got some talent. Let's work." And then we started working, and then that's when 2020 hit.
Yeah,
and then so we had some deaths in the family, so we kind of had to stop it or whatever. And then at the end of that year, at the end of that year, I was like, you know what, let me try to start it, like pick it up again. And then I felt like I was in a stride a little bit. And then another death happened.
R.I.P.
Yeah, and then now that one was like, it was surreal for me because like it was around the time Vaughn passed. And then I was talking to my cousin or whatever, and I was like, I don't know why, but I had a vision, like a real vision. And it was like something was happening, and everything that happened, I was like, you know what, let me make a song about it. I made the song, I talked to him, and literally everything in that song happened. And it was like, dang, like,
wow.
Like I didn't really know how to feel because it's like,
wait, you made a song and everything that you said in the song happened the same with your...
Yeah, my cousin. So what happened was like when the whole King Von situation happened, I'm religious. I might not be the biggest, but like praise be to God, you know, he's a blessing, he's a power, he's everything, the light and stuff. So when it happened, I started thinking about two people. I'm not gonna say the other person's name because I don't even want to put that in the air. But at that moment, I was mainly thinking about him. So I was like, at this moment, the only thing I can do is like write about it. So I was like, I'm back in my flow, like I'm starting to make music again and stuff like that. And then I finally took the time to be like, all right, cool, let me get into the studio, whatever. Because the last time I saw him was at a funeral. So I was like, let me get it together, whatever. I was like, yo, like, whatever. And I made it, sent it to him. We was chopping it up, and literally like the next day, I don't smoke gang. And literally like the next day, like I got the news, and it was like, dang. I didn't even know how to feel.
Did you feel like you caused it?
No, I didn't feel like I caused it, but I was just like, it's kind of like in a Final Destination type of scene. It's like you seen it happen, so you tried to prevent it. You tried to like reach out to him, be like, yo, you might be able to switch it up, like whatever. But it just, I guess it's like when it's your time, it's your time. And it was like, damn, like just seeing him was like, as I'm growing, you're supposed to be here and you're not. So it's like something that's just dragging on you, like, dang, like I miss my dog in a sense, like, but that's just life.
You gotta just keep moving for him.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you can't go forward. You can't go backwards. You gotta just go forward, you know? R.I.P. though, but that's crazy. So I'm guessing you were raised in some type of Christian background, like Baptist or like a Pentecostal type of like.
Yeah, so I'm Christian. Most of my life I went to like Catholic school. So yeah, I'm not gonna say we was like heavy, but it was ordained in the family. Like, you know, like those memes when they be like, when it's Sunday mornings and you hear your mom playing Christian music, Catholic music and stuff like that, like gospel. What am I talking about? Gospel, whatever. Like that's how you know it's time to clean. Yeah, it was like that and stuff like that.
The gospel music like inspired the music that you make in a way?
I guess in a sense, to kind of giving that sauce. Cause like it's nothing like no disrespect to any other religions. No disrespect to any religions and any other ethnicities, but it's nothing like going to like listening to like a black choir and stuff like that. That sauce, that soul, that like if you got that soul, it's like
that punch.
Yeah. So for me, I don't necessarily sing like that, but I just try to put that sauce into my music, like just a vibe, a feeling. It's nothing like when somebody's speaking to you and they have that tone.
That's really what it is though. Like I definitely understand like that, like growing up in church myself, you know and see the people that are doing something with a feeling or with like a passion versus the people that are just like doing it. And like, even if the other person is bad at singing, you still feel whatever energy they got flowing through them to you and whoever else is like, you know, listening. So that's definitely a big thing. I feel like it's missing nowadays. Everybody just wants a hit. And especially today, I feel like music itself is very, I call this like the junk food generation. Like, dude, we got junk food music, we got junk food clothing, we got junk food like trends. Everything kind of just changed and just forgotten. And like, this is a lot of one-hit wonders. Like before, you're talking about Curtis Mayfield. Why is it that I'm playing GTA 5 and I'm listening to Curtis Mayfield on the Frank Ocean channel? You got like 12-year-olds listening to Curtis Mayfield. And this dude is like music from like the 70s and the 60s. It's a generational thing. Marvin Gaye, generational thing. I feel like it takes a lot more than just making music to get that music that transcends, you know, generations, and you're telling your grandkids you don't know about this. Like that's a whole different special type of thing. Like, you know, Michael Jackson had it and Drake has it. You know, you listen to like Jay-Z, he definitely has it. Shout out to Beyonce, she has it, you know. All these different artists, but what you feel like your music is headed that way, or do you think that you could reach that status?
I feel like my music is heading in that direction. Some of my songs, I feel like a lot of my songs at the moment, like currently, are a vibe. Like I pay attention to lyrics because like lyrics is what gives the song depth.
Well, what's the main purpose of the music when you're making it? Like, why are you making it?
So honestly, it depends on like the type of mood I'm in, or what I'm surrounded by. So
yeah,
based off basically what I'm surrounded by. So if I'm feeling like, dang, like I might think about like, dang, this person she was really wilding. Like, why was she wilding like that? Or like, that's my bro. Like, why is my bro acting like that? Like, you know, I wouldn't do anything to disrespect you in any type of way. Why are you, like, what makes you feel the way that you're feeling? And then sometimes if I want to be creative, I might put myself in his shoes and make a song like that. But back to your question, do I feel like my music is like that? I feel like it is like that, but it's based off like moods.
Yeah.
But I'm always striving to get better. For me, my strengths, I feel like, is my hooks. I feel like I can compete with anybody when it comes to hooks. Like,
yes, sir.
Nobody got nothing on me. Yeah. But my hooks, and then I'm working on like my verses. I feel like as artists, we just always have to find ways to make ourselves better. Like, it's not really a competition with nobody else. Like, it's a competition with making yourself better. So then, because let's be honest, if you're the best of the best, you're not going to get better trying to compete with somebody else. You're only going to get better if you're trying to sharpen your own tools and stuff like that. So that's the only thing I'm really working on right now, just finding ways to make myself better.
Do you have any like rituals or like, you know, morning things that you do that, you know, set you on that path?
I don't necessarily have any rituals. It's just things that I don't want to be. Like, we can look at people and take their advice and also do things that they didn't do so we don't be like them. If that makes sense. I could be high. I don't know. But
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So like for me, it's just a lot of times, it's not necessarily like a ritual, but like I don't want to be in a situation where I can't fend for myself or I can't help the people that I love and stuff like that. So just that thought just gets me up and was like, oh, go get it. Like accountability on myself.
I know you're talking about when you were doing 411, you were here till like 5 o'clock in the morning just trying to perfect it.
The crazy part is I was here at 5, but I didn't start 411. That was just a session to see if anybody else wanted it. And nobody wanted it. So I was like,
tell us the story about you behind that song.
Shout out to JWC. They have these events where it's like studio sessions or whatever. So like a lot of dope artists like myself come out and we just network and just try to catch a vibe and see if we can, you know, if a beat comes on and everybody's feeling that vibe and just try to make something special out of it. So it was a beat, I forgot exactly what it's called, but so what the world knows is 411 for me. It was played a few times. People was nodding their head, but nobody claimed it. So I waited, and it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, all right, let me take it. So I took it, listened to it, and then I came up with the melody. If I ain't love myself, you would need no one else. And I thought that was fly, cause like back to what you asked me before, like what's my inspiration? Like when I'm making it, it's based off a mood, and like if something sounds good to me, then I might write it down and then I'll move forward from there. So when I wrote that, I was like, that was a good one. And I just kept going on and on. And then like I said, like I work so many hours that a lot of times that in between when I'm working, I might just think of something, or let's say if somebody says something to me and it might just make something click in my head, like, oh, let me write that down. And I was working on it. And then I had the hook already, came in, recorded it. And then once I did that, the rest was history, and we made 411.
No, that definitely is a song that I'm listening to it. And this is why going back to the question I asked you about where do you see your music kind of playing? Like you got, where do you see your music kind of playing? Like that song, I could see it playing in the club, just like bumping. Like it's one of those type of like Drake says, one of them ones. But, you know, as like, you know, we're coming kind of to our conclusion, let people know where they can find you again and kind of what your next projects and any future things you got going on.
So again, y'all can find me on Instagram, all platforms at DomDaBap. So that is DomDaBap. Again, that is DomDaBap. Appreciate y'all.
And this was Swayze at Swayze singing, and this was Bubblin, and you know we know what's about to pop. Until next time, this was us. Peace.